Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching The Vampire Diaries. This is episode 18 of season 7. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the series so far. Just a quick reminder that in the link in the description below there will be 2 polls to vote for your most liked and disliked characters of the season. So please get that done, get it voted, and we can go and review them. I know many people say they always didn't know it was running or they always forget. So I'm here, boom, trying to tell you for the last couple of episodes that get it in there, get your vote in, choose your favourite and most disliked characters. Now, recapping the last episode, I thought it was really interesting actually because we seen the episode prior to that, the one right before it, Mary Lou and Nora, they destroyed the stone, didn't they? The Phoenix Stone. And we was wondering what was going to happen to Stefan after Raina just stabbed him and put him inside it. Well, we found out in this episode that once a stone was destroyed, every single soul that was inside that stone was dispersed across the earth and they was placed into new bodies. Now, Stefan, he was placed, well, we've seen him, he actually woke up in the street and there was a burning bus and he ran in and he saved the people, and the police come to interview him. Not just him, obviously they come to the crime scene, he was patching him up, and they was just asking him questions. Now they thought he was acting a bit weird and that he was possibly drunk, because obviously Stefan's talking like he's a vampire and stuff, and he's thinking that he's still in the Phoenix Stone. That's you know, you can't blame him for that, you actually can't. Well, basically, he ends up looking in the reflection and he's in a different guy's body. He's in somebody else's body. So his soul's been placed into a mortal, and somebody has housed Stefan's body. Damon was driving down the road. He actually seen Stefan just walking there. He's like, what the hell, mate? What happened to you, brother? The guy got in, obviously. Didn't really know what was going on, but just went with it. Damon was like, do you know your name's like, not really. He's like, yeah, read this, it'll jog you. Give him Stefan's diary. So the guy's doing some research and reading up on Stefan and his life, and he's trying to play along with him. And they went on a journey. Obviously, they went somewhere. So that was that going on. But we focused pretty much on Stefan in this episode as the mortal. We seen him obviously handcuffed from the police. He ran away. He was struggling. He was having a struggle of an episode, most definitely. Like he was in handcuffs. He couldn't get into a house. He's lost all his strength. You know, he can't compel people. He's not healing. He's suffering. The way he had to get his hands out the handcuffs, he put it in like a vice and clamped it, and then like dislocated his fingers and pulled it out. That's absolutely mental. It was snowing, like a blizzard temperatures, and obviously if you're out in that temperature, you're going to freeze up. Obviously vampires, they can survive. Again, another added benefit of the transition that they have. So Stefan's going through all this stuff. He's trying to get on the main road. He's trying to find Dave. He's trying to find somebody. You know, he's trying to literally find out what's going on. And while this was happening, we seen the side with Raina. You know, she was like on the run. She was panicking. She rang Matt. She was like, Matt, you're the only one I trust. You know, trying to get him some advice. Matt sat in a bar. It's like, mate, I'm not your friend. All depressed, really. Literally, Matt is having a depressive season. He's actually annoyed me a lot, Matt, this season. Got to admit, seasons prior, no problems with him. This one, he's grinded my gears. And while she's on the phone to him, guess who turns up? That's right, VALARIE, you know. What do you call it? What was that thing that they do? Invisible, boom, pops up, takes her out. Then they go and she takes him to Alaric's house, tied her up. She's on the chair. While they're trying to figure out a plan to find Stefan, see what's going on. She's talking, she's saying, look, I can hear all the voices in my head. She was the one that explained that obviously the souls were dispersed across the earth, and you know, these crazy people in it, absolutely psychos, and basically they found out that one of them is like a 200-year-old crazy dude who used to go around killing everybody, compelling people, loves it, mass murderer, and he's never actually been caught before. And I'm assuming that is who is inside Stefan, because at the very end of the episode, he went into like a frat party or something. He smashed like something around the door so people couldn't get out. He was stood there like that with his hands up, loving life while the raves was going on, and I'm expecting him to go and compel some people in this episode to start killing people, because that's what Valerie said that that's what Raina said that he used to do. He used to literally go after everybody, and he didn't, I don't know if he done the murders himself or he used to love watching other people do it. And they said that he's in a different state to where they are, so they actually kind of know the location, roughly area that he's in. That's how she put 2 and 2 together, who it possibly was inside Stefan's body. And Stefan's obviously jumped from Damon. Damon said to him, look, I know that you're not my brother, yeah, but we've got a, you know, and the guy was like, well, I'm loving this body, and I'm sure that we'd be good friends in the future, deuces, and literally jumped out the window and got off, obviously went to that place. So I think this is really interesting, to be honest, because obviously later on in the episode, Damon was doing all he can to find Stefan. He went to the police station, compelled the police officers so he could listen in the conversations. He was compelling witnesses. He found out where he possibly was. He found out that she lost the phone. He rang it, quite good actually. Stefan picked it up, they was talking. Damon was driving, trying to find him while Stefan was freezing. Obviously, he didn't really have the will to live. This guy's a drug addict. Stefan's coughing all the time, he's shaking, and he can't really walk because of the weather. So Damon's trying to keep him on the phone, keep him active, keep him moving while he finds him. Stefan ended up saying, you know, like, this is all your fault, Damon. You know, you never take responsibility for anything. You know, just say it. You're a selfish person. When I come back as a human here in this body, I didn't know who I was, where I was, but I seen that bus burning, and my first instinct was to go in and save those people. But that's not yours, is it, Damon? That's not who you are. What's the first thing that you think about? And Damon was like, look, do you want me to say it? I'll say it. I'm selfish. You know, I act the way I act for myself. And yeah, prior to Elena, I didn't care about anybody. I didn't care about friends, didn't care about family. And Stefan was like, yeah, say it. You didn't care about me. And he's like, even you, brother. I didn't care about you. He does care now. But it's interesting that that part has been released. And I wonder how that affects their relationship going forward. And then finally, obviously, when he did find Stefan, he was in the car. And he just explained to him, look, mate, you got like 2 days to live. We need to go and find your body. We need to get you back inside it. We need to do something. Otherwise, you're done for. So I can't wait to find out what happens in this episode. I'm excited. Hopefully we see Caroline coming in. I would like to see Caroline and Stefan kind of reunite in the present soon, but we've got the story with Enzo and Bonnie still to progress. Alex as well, Enzo's family, what are they doing in the armory? And then are they still going after Raina? Raina's going after this new Stefan, and so's Damon. So they both got different agendas. Damon wants it for Stefan's body, Raina wants it to kill him. So excited. If you like today's video, please smash the like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
What happened? Well, I pulled your ass out of the snow, you ate a bunch of donuts, and then you puked blood all over my nice, clean car. Where are we? On our way to Memphis. Valerie got a line on your real body.
Damon,
Oh.
I can't go to a hospital. Marty Hammond got loaded and crashed a bus full of kids. There's an interstate manhunt going on.
I'm bringing the hospital to us.
Oh, smart.
I had to improvise. The over-the-counter stuff wasn't working. That's Frank, and that's Sully. Hi, guys.
How you doing?
Where's my witch?
She's at a motel off Route 70, prepping for the spell. Turns out he's holed up in a frat house near Memphis College.
Maybe he'll be so busy snacking on drunk sorority girls, this will be an easy smash.
You sure this is how you want to play it, Damon? You know, maybe you bought Marty an hour or so, but you know when the same thing happened to Joe, maybe you want to consider spending your remaining time just being with your brother.
Getting soft, Rick.
Get in.
Innit? True story, man. The guy's gonna fight until the end.
I cared about him more than anyone else in the world, but it wasn't enough. I mean, he walked away like it was the easiest thing in the world. I decided I'm ready to move on.
So what I missed when I was gone? Maybe you buried your head in the Dallas sandbox, but your wife-to-be, she's always had her nose in everyone's business.
Fishing for information about Bonnie, I suggest you go straight to the source.
It wasn't a catnap, Rick. I made an excruciatingly painful descent into a near-death state so I wouldn't destroy everyone that I love. Should have flown to Dallas and taken you out for drinks and line dancing and told you face-to-face. Help me out. Be a hero. I mean, unless you don't think Caroline cares whether Stefan lives or dies.
Where's your girl tonight? Do you have more than one?
No.
Just one. What are you trying to write?
An apology. She returns all of them.
Maybe this is the one she'll read.
Oh, that was a good answer. I wonder if it's Rick sending him.
I need to write a letter in case I don't make it out of this. Damon! I was wondering if you'd show up. Oh dear.
I totally forgot that he was invited in and Damon couldn't go in.
Booked at 5:15 into Dallas-Fort Worth. Even used my miles.
Why is he so in it?
You know that? You leveled a rifle at me when I showed up at your house. If you're not going to do it for me, at least do it for the guy who stepped aside and made this perfect, happy life.
He said if you don't answer this, I'm supposed to run into traffic.
Why don't you come on back here, Damon?
I can't hear you that well, and I don't think the reception's that good.
I know you won't leave me alone until you get your brother's body back. Raina Cruz made things personal with her, framed her for a couple of massacres. Well, I can easily jump into the body of a transitioning vampire. All you need to do is find me a witch who can soul swap me into the body of a fellow you don't care about.
Consider it done.
Definitely. I think that is a good plan. Do you know what? Right, I like it. Because the guy's not being stubborn enough to be like, yes, mate, I love this body. You know, like the Tyler one. Even though the guy, that Julian who ended up killing Stefan, and he wasn't determined to be in Tyler's body. But it's good. The guy's just like, look, I want to live, yeah? Kill Raina, get me in a new body, I'll bounce, I'll be a vampire somewhere else, I'll be chilling, you got you, but it's a win-win. So it is a win-win, to be honest. Now, I still 50-50 what's going on with the Raina. If they kill him, does Stefan die? Which Stefan dies? You know, does Marty die, or does this Stefan die? You know, maybe yeah, I'm just trying to think, man. Again, how's that happening? But I can't wait to find out. I think it's good, actually. I think that plan was good. It wasn't like I'm getting one over on you. It was like both of us get a win-win, so I'm enjoying it.
What is taking so long?
Hey, I'm out here busting my ass trying to catch this candy shell of a man.
Everyone I've ever loved in this entire world is gone. Stefan is the only thing I have left. I'll do whatever I have to do to get it done.
Hey, you know, I made you in poli-sci. You okay back there? Because, you know, if you puke in my car, I gotta ding you with 0 stars.
Sit here. Don't call anyone. Don't move.
I like it. They thought about the person, you know, as if to say he won't ring anyone.
Can you
It's
check
good.
to see if I've got any messages from my doctor?
Who's this person for?
Hey. What are you doing?
You've been stealing my meds. Why are you stealing my meds?
You just seem to be in a weird fog. I wanted to help.
Oh.
I finally feel like myself again. You want to get something to eat? I know
Oh,
the
what a
doctors
twist.
had their candy bars.
Do you know what I'd like to ask, right? A candy bar, yeah? Is that a chocolate bar? Or is that a sweet bar? What is it? Like, so if I say, right, I'm getting a candy bar, do you instantly know I'm eating chocolate? Or I'm eating a biscuit? Or I'm eating I don't know, a sweet stuff? Like a toffee thing. In England, we say chocolate bar, sweet bar. You know, what, get some sweets, what, get some chocolate. What, candy bars is mental. Also, I've got to say, how many times do you watch films and they go to places like this? I don't even know what you call it, a home. Yeah, and he give them meds, and like people don't even need the meds. Yeah, he gives it to them, and it makes them worse. Like all the time. There's a film with Angelina Jolie in. I don't know what it's called, but she gets put in like a mental home, and they say she's crazy, and she's like, "Mate, I'm not crazy." And the more she says I'm not crazy, the more they think she is. They tie her up, they give her drugs, and she's fighting it. It's sick. I think she wins an Oscar for it. But it's like mental. I'd love to know if they put a sane person in a mental home, if that sane person could convince everybody that they're actually not crazy. Because the more you say I'm not crazy, the more they don't believe you.
Well, that doesn't look good.
The guy's just going to be sat in his car.
I had a fare. I was taking her to a frat party, and some guy with an accent shot at the car and dragged her away.
What are your exact needs for Raina Cruz at this moment? Because I promise you, I need her a lot more than you do. Now, we're talking about Stefan, who's currently dying, and the fact that Raina is the only key to his survival.
Oh, he's not even bothered thinking about Bonnie himself.
Bonnie got into trouble with the armory when you decided to take your hibernation vacation. Enzo stepped up and helped her out. I guess, you know, things happen from there.
Listen, we hit a little bump in the road. Nothing would make me happier than exterminating our little hunter's friend.
Sense of disappointment must be what it feels like to actually have you for a brother.
So how'd you end up in here?
Same as you, I guess.
Candy's
I was
chocolate.
betrayed by someone I loved. Let's just say I tried to save them from something. Turns out they didn't want to be saved. So my sister had me drugged up and locked away in the psych ward.
Your sister Alex is looking for me. The whole armory is looking for me.
That's what my family does. They hunt things. Weapons, relic, people.
I'm a Bennett witch. Does it mean anything to you?
They would have tracked you down a long time ago. I'll keep your secret. Promise that you'll break me out when you go.
I know I just get that whole speech about people saying I'm not crazy. And I'm like, see? She's not crazy. And then I just said, but she probably is. Do you know what I mean? I was like a hypocrite going against what I just said. But I hope she is crazy, though. I hope she is. Because I like the crazy people. Oh, she's having a bad day.
Hey, what happened?
Oh, no, he's killed the guy. Oh, she's killed everyone.
Maybe he's just gonna keep running until...
Marty drops dead and my brother's still on board. Maybe he figures he can get me off his back if he snuffs out Marty, and then I won't need Stefan's body anymore.
Right, that's clever.
We hit a little accident-related traffic a few miles back.
What is the point of having an emergency vehicle if you can't run other cars out of the way?
We gotta turn on the lights.
She'll turn them on anyway. Oh,
there we go. You okay?
Me? Oh, I'm well. Thank you.
He got the worst one out of it.
I guess being human still has a few privileges.
That was clever. I throw some at him.
I would rather die than go back to the armory. I'll strangle myself with a seatbelt if I have to.
Don't bother. Are you aware that the armory has engineered a type of pill that suppresses magic?
That's what it does. That's what it does.
How'd the armory make something like that?
You ever hear of a vampire hunter named Raina Cruz?
I need to know if the effects of those pills can be reversed.
The effects of my blood can't be reversed, only enhanced.
If I put enough of these through your eyeballs, you'll probably never wake up.
Magic doesn't behave like science. Don't shoot the messenger.
Right, but if she stops taking them, then will she heal? I don't know, man. Like, because I don't think so. I just think it just has a stupid question there. Because the thing is, Mary Lou, man, they said that there was no curing her, you know, and she looked in a bad way. But Bonnie doesn't look that much in a bad way. But she's been necking them for 3 years. Somehow she's been surviving. So it's, you know, it does interest me. It actually does interest me. I need to know what's going on with that. If Bonnie stops, is she okay? If she doesn't keep taking him out, I mean, surely Mary Lou wasn't tied up for 3 years.
Wouldn't you rather just get this over with?
Oh, what? Nah, you'd be fucking dead, mate, if that hit you. Oh, he's gonna set it on fire.
Any final words you'd like me to deliver?
Oh, Damon again.
Fun's over.
Yes, Valari, finally.
Now tell me why the armory is looking for me.
There's a vault in the basement of the armory, sealed by a Bennett witch a long time ago, and only a Bennett witch can unlock it.
What's in the vault?
Something that can't be let out. Swear that you'll never open it.
I can't promise you anything until I know what's in it.
I can't let you open the vault. Please, you have to stop her. She can't open that vault.
Right, okay. Now, they made it kind of look like that woman was crazy then. I think that's like a deception. Is that what it's called? Where they try and just like throw us off track. But, right, this woman who's just went mad then at Bonnie, she needed to give more than that. Like, Bonnie didn't say anything wrong. You can't open the vault. Bonnie's like, well, will you tell me why? No, you can't open the vault. Well, you know, if I'm about to die and it's going to save me, I would just like to know what's in there. Oh, I thought you'd be on my side. Let me kill you. It's like, oh, come on now. Like, tell me what's in there. I'll decide, yeah, whether I should open. If I said, don't open the vault, what's in there? Oh, it's a big dragon, mate. It's literally. They'll be like, okay, definitely, I'm not opening that. Sack that. You know? But it's like, don't open the vault. Why? Because I want you to trust me. It's like, oh, that's just not, it's not good enough. Give me a good reason, and then we can say, yeah, that's understandable. But right now, from what she give us there, I'd be like Bonnie as well. I'd be asking those questions. They had the stone last time, though, didn't they, on the chest? Why do they do it this time?
Thank you for doing all this.
Just promise me you can do this.
Mutus spiritus, revetum corpus aeteros.
You're in my head, aren't you?
No matter where we traveled, you were always going on and on about how much you miss this musty old house. Or would you rather spin the old globe in the upstairs study and let fate decide? You do remember we can't go back to Mystic Falls, right? Unless you're talking about somewhere else. You have a chance to go back to your real life.
You are my real life,
Valerie? Valerie, are you okay?
No. Get up!
Valerie, what's happening? Valerie?
Valerie! Get up! Damon, stop. She's not strong enough.
She is.
This spell's going to kill her, but it's going to save Stefan.
It's killing you. Valerie, stop it.
No, I promise you'd be fine. You're all I have.
Valerie.
Stefan?
It's me.
Man, where are you going?
Where I wanted to go all day. Home.
Shouldn't have abandoned you. That was a terrible thing to do.
Let's get back to the way things were.
I want to know why the last 3 years have been the happiest of my life. Because I have 2 little girls that I absolutely love, and a fiance that makes me feel so lucky to be alive. Without you barging into my life, Damon, no offense, but I don't want things to go back to the way they were.
That is brutal, mate. Honest, but brutal.
Thanks for being honest.
Yeah, it's just, that's all you need to be. It's honest, man.
Bonnie's undercover in a psych ward in Nashville. You might have better luck winning her back.
See, right, I agree with how Alaric approached that. I'm a firm believer that if you've got somebody in your life, no matter how long they've been in there for, and you believe that they're dragging you down, that you should distance yourself away from them and evolve as yourself if they're affecting your life and the progression. Does that make sense? So if you've got a group of friends that you've been friends since you was in baby school, and now you're an adult, yeah, and like what you want to do is succeed. You want to go to college, you want to do this and that, you want to get a job, and you want to go in this direction. And all these are like, I don't know, they want to just go out drinking, partying all day, they want to cause hassle for everyone, they're causing trouble, getting into chaos. No, but they are your friends, yeah, they'll always be your friends, but it's time to distance yourself. You got to step back, you got to think of yourself, you got to think of your life. And it's harsh, man. It is fucking brutal. And what he's just said to Damon is so brutal. But the guy's done it for his own self and his own life. And I think that's interesting. I do find it interesting. Now, I mean, I don't like what was said, but I've got to respect the fact that how honest he was. Even Damon said, oh, you know, that's honest.
Catching up on your correspondence?
I was trying to write you a letter. I heard the fear in your voice. You weren't afraid of dying. You were afraid that I was going to die for you. You were afraid that it wouldn't have been worth it. Me sacrificing myself for you. Because you don't love me the way I love you. I've never loved anyone the way I love you. You get the chance to go back and make things right with Caroline. And then maybe if things had been different, if the world had been kinder to us, it could have been the love of your life too.
I'm so sorry.
Love you. You deserve to be happy, Stefan.
Right. I've just picked up, what is it, Alaric for doing that for his own self, right? I've got to, you know what, I've got to give Valerie a clap, right? Because, my God, how many people have been in that situation that she's in? She's hardcore, hardcore head over heels for Stefan. Now, Stefan likes her, and to be honest, I'll go as far as to say he does love her, but his heart is not as committed as hers. So she's took that solid step to say, look, I need someone all in as much as I'm all in, and like I'm enjoying what we've got here, but it's never gonna be. I'm never gonna be. Like what you are to me, I'm never gonna be to you, and that makes this relationship not good enough for me. So we still love each other. I'm gonna part. I need to do my own shit. I need to find somebody that loves me as much as I love them. Oh, that is some hard stuff because they still like each other, you know, and they got no bad words, and they're in a good place, and taking that risk, it is a risk, and that step is hard, and I've got a clapper, like, because I think again that is such a solid decision to make, and you got to respect it. You got to respect Alaric's decision, you got to respect Valarie's, no matter if you think it's right or wrong. It's a hard thing to do. Oh, it's his letter that she never read.
The hospital left a message with your doctor.
There we go.
Because guess who knows why I'm on the Armory's most wanted list?
Can I tell her?
What's wrong?
You can't take these anymore, love. The pills are making you sick. And I didn't know, but the Armory was experimenting on Mary Louise. Result, she became very, very ill. I thought I was protecting you.
I'm gonna die? Because I've done it once or twice before, and it's not all that fun.
I'm glad that she didn't blame Enzo for giving her those tablets then. That was good.
Bonnie.
Oh, here we go, man.
I'm sorry.
Right, first of all, I'm not going to be mad at Bonnie for that as well, man. That's her way of saying, you know, like, fucking, you done this to me, Damon. Like, literally. So I'm not going to see, you see Damon, he does his own little lash outs. Bonnie does it. It's like Klaus, man, when he found out he's having a kid. No, I am not having it, you know, kill the child, goes away, sits down, reevaluates it. All right, yeah, we'll have a family, won't we, Elijah? Yeah, okay. You know, he does it all the time. Like, Klaus does it. And, yeah, I thought that was funny from Bonnie. Now, very fascinated. Definitely need to know what's in this vault now. Do you know? Remember when I said the question about when Kai was getting introduced, and I was like, would you rather wait like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 episodes and find that, like, get them in, slow little hints here and there, get you excited to see who they are? Would you rather them just come in? And everyone was like, yeah, it's good that you get a little tease, but you just want them in there because they're so good. And I'm the same now. I kind of really want to know what's inside the vault now, even if it's shite. I still want to know. I can't wait anymore. I'm sick of waiting. Just give it me now. You know what I mean? Give it me now. What's in there? What's so good? Like, first of all, yeah, how do they know what's in there? Unless it's been passed down the myth in generations. But then it becomes like Chinese whispers. Have you ever sat like 10 people in a line or whatever, and told one person to whisper from that end, and then go to the very end person and say, you know, what did he say? That person down there has got a total different conversation than this one on the left side, because the information as being passed down has been changed as it goes. And that's the same as here. Unless these are like 1,000,000 years old, well, not 1,000,000, you know what I mean, 100 years old or whatnot, then the information being passed down over the generations, yeah, might have altered and changed, and the actual impact of it might not be as bad as you think. So I can't wait, actually. It's exciting. Okay, so that's going to wrap up today's episode. I did think it was interesting. You know, I liked how the person that was in Stefan's body went after him, took everybody out in the party, and he actually done his little wish, didn't he? He compelled somebody to go in and actually kill everyone, which she looked like she did. She had the bottle and she smoked them all off, so that's interesting. I mean, And then he went after Stefan's real body, and Stefan was quite clever to run off and get inside a house where he couldn't come in. You know, one of the perks of being human. Literally one of possibly the only perks. Now, he did get a brick thrown at his head, and for definite, yeah, like, he would definitely be unconscious or nearly dead if it was thrown at that force, but he didn't even care, did he? He just, like, bounced off him, like, what do you mean, mate? I made the bricks myself, didn't even hurt that. And I do like how he actually threw that little, like, bomb thing, and Damon caught it, and it reminds me of, like, when he caught the bottle when Stefan was at, you know, when he was, like, speaking that he couldn't go on when Damon back in season 6. So that was good, really good. Now, Alaric was in this episode. It was annoying me a little bit. But then I understand where he's coming from in all the stuff that he does. So, like, he's saying he's mad at Damon and all that, and he wants to get rid of this life, and he's happy, and he's evolved, and obviously he's got his family and Caroline and all this stuff, and he don't want to be dragged into it. I totally get it. But, like, his determination not to help someone that he actually does care about, or I don't even know if it was being stubbornness in the fear of, oh, if we get Stefan back, then I'll lose Caroline. Do you know what I mean? One of those, like, it was just like, come on, Rick. You know what this is like. You know what he's trying to do. You know what it means to him. Even if you don't like him anymore, you got to respect it. You got to go after it. You've got to help, you know, even if it's not for Damon, it's for Caroline. You know, she's not going to sit around, stand around, knowing that somebody that she actually loves is going to possibly die. And if Caroline was there, she'd be doing all she could to save it. So I did enjoy it when Rick, at the very end, shot him, and he was like, man, I have to admit how that feels good. So I did end up liking that, and I say, got a big up Alaric for telling that absolute brutal honest truth of his opinions over Damon now 3 years down the line. I did say, obviously, if you got people in your life bringing you down, no matter how long you've known them and how good your life was with it in the past before, you have to make that decision, and he's made it. And we got to say big up to him, even though it's sad. And then obviously we've done the same thing with Valerie as well. I actually thought she was going to die. I thought like she was going to go through and do this spell, and it was going to be too much, and she was going to pass away. We've seen that a few times. We've seen Grams die. We've seen Bonnie actually die doing it. And obviously I thought she was going to die as well, but she didn't. She's shown her strength. She's successfully done it. And then she kind of twisted it, not in a bad way, but she was saying, look, mate, the fear of you, like, thinking that I was going to die is not because you was going to die because I was saving you. It's because it was, like, the fear that you didn't warrant it as much because our love's, the connection's not mad anyway. Whatever she said there, whatever I was just saying, it doesn't translate as perfect as she done it. And she made the sacrifice herself as well to leave the relationship. I love you so much, you love me but not as much, and I need somebody who loves me as much as I love you. I mean, again, you got to respect those people in real life taking those risky decisions to leave somebody. It's crazy. It's a big up Valerie, you know, she's been a good heretic. She's helped the team many times. Yeah, I think when she first come in, she did help kill the people, the police officers. But then after that, I think it's all been pretty good. Once we got the backstory with her, with Julian, with Stefan, with everything that's progressed after, I think that she's been a pretty solid character of the season. She's been a good influence on everybody, and I've enjoyed her, so well done, Valerie. Now, obviously, Damon, he's managed to successfully help with Alaric and with, obviously, I've just said Valerie to bring Stefan back. So I wonder how Stefan is going to react now he's been saved, because in the last episode he was saying the stuff that Damon's selfish and doesn't really care about anyone. And then you look at this episode here, and Damon's done whatever he could and all he could to bring Stefan back. So hopefully that translates well, and that is actually picked up. Now, this Bonnie storyline is very interesting because she has been taking those pills, and they have been decreasing her magic or blanking him from the armory to track her down. But what it's also been doing is slowly killing her. And Rain has just said to Enzo that there is no actual cure, which, again, is very interesting because it reiterates what Alexandria was saying to Nora about Mary Lou. So now Bonnie is obviously gutted, she's wounded, she's crying at the end there. I'm so glad she didn't blame Enzo, because he was the one, I'm assuming, that was giving her the pills to say, look, this is a good idea, and she's not actually blaming him like, you're the reason why I'm possibly going to die, because he didn't know that. And, you know, sometimes in life you get put in situations, you do things with good intentions and you don't really know the end outcome, and then when it happens, you can't blame the first person who suggested something because you didn't know where that long trip was going to take you. So I enjoyed that she hugged him and she's still there, and she's still with him. Now, the storyline with the woman on the inside, who's part of related to Enzo as well, what they call St. John's or something, and she kind of got on Bonnie's side, and she was speaking to her. She was like, mate, they put me in here because they think I'm psycho, but I need you to get me out because I'm not. Bonnie's like, right, I will do, mate. No problem, sound. Just tell me like what you're in for, X, Y, and Z. She was like, mate, there's an underground vault inside the armory, and literally, it has been enclosed by a Bennett witch, and only a Bennett witch can literally open it. You need to promise me that you're not going to. She said, okay, just what's inside? Oh, I can't tell you that. Just promise me you're not going to. Well, it's a matter of life and death, so I'd just like to know what's inside. Ah, you crazy? You know, it's like, okay, wow, like maybe you're a bit crazy, you know. But I'm thinking she's in there because she doesn't want it opened, and Alexandra's on the outside and the rest of the armory because they do want it open. So like I said, what is in there? Don't tease us, just show us. Like I said, Chinese whispers from one side to the other. It literally, the information passed down over the years could have changed, and it might not be as bad as you think, or it might even be absolutely worse. So I'm very excited. Again, left us on a little cliffhanger. Damon's come, Bonnie. I mean, I'm guessing he's trying to say he's sorry. He's lost the words. You know, he's devastated, absolutely devastated that he's obviously left her, and then she's ended up spiraling out. Well, not spiraling out, but whatever it is, the after effects of the stuff that she's done, falling out with the armourer, getting into bed with Enzo, even though it seems like they've got a good relationship, and getting put in here, you know, he's sorry for it, and well, she's not happy to see Michelle. Well, first of all, I've got to say, she was holding his letter, and she was definitely looked like she was going to read it, which I find interesting. That's been 3 years, and she's not even opened it. She definitely stuck to his word when she went inside, when he was going inside that coffin. So I do like it, consistency. But then, kaboom, mate, slap the door. She's not having none of you, Damon. So I can't wait to see how these get back together as well. I'm really excited. Thanks for watching my video today. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash a like. Really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.